Blammo! Evening people, welcome back to the channel, welcome back. So tonight we're bringing you round 3 of the Chewwitt Racing Mini Cooper Cup, season 23, would you believe it? I only thought it was about season 16, but there you go, that just shows how long and how popular this league has been. Season 23. So yes, we are here for round 3 tonight. 3 15-minute sprint races live from Goodwood Circuit. It's a tricky one, there's a lot of grass to play about on. You can disappear off and see the planes if you want, but it doesn't do your race any favours. So yes, we've got a 10-minute qualifier with no tyre wear or fuel depletion on, and then we head over for 15-minute sprint races, 3 of those. First race obviously is set up from the qualifying session. The second race is a reverse, sorry, not a reverse grid, is it is reverse grid from first race positions, and then third race is set up from second race finishing positions. Yes, interesting. And the top 3 drivers from rounds 1 and 2 do have to carry success ballast over into round 3 as well, into rounds 2 and 3 even from rounds 1 and 2. And they can only use 1 tyre per race, and they have to use all 3 compounds as well. So let's go and have a look at some scores then quickly before we get into the qualifying itself. Ooh, stretch that mic over a little bit. So D-Dot holding the lead at the minute with 123 points. He himself is actually streaming his race live. If you fancy going and watching him live from his cockpit, get over to D.90 over there on Facebook. If not, stick around. Second place is DDR Hatter Lad, so another D-Dot Racing driver. There's a few of those turned up this season. He's sitting in second with 110 points. Sitting in third is Rob Scott with 103 points. DDR Pajonski is sitting in fourth with 89 points. Cutler fifth with 71 points. I've got Old Crawler in sixth with 69 points. 66 points for DDR IT 43. Alien Swift sitting in 8th with 66 points as well, so joint 7th really. DK10 in 9th with 60 points, and then we have Giraffe Head, sorry I can't see that screen very well, he's sitting on 52 points. And then if we look at the bottom half of the table, we've got Ricky J 1800 on 46 points for 11th. Number 1 Pops in 12th with 41 points. 40 points for One Eye Lou in 13th. Hulky in 14th with 29 points. Also on 29 points is MRC Shuri. Aldo is sitting on 14 points in 16th. And Forky Jonesy in 17th with 6 points on the board. So some drivers, stand-in drivers, so still picking up the points. We have got 14... Oh no, sorry, we haven't. We've got 13 drivers on track tonight, 14 people in the lobby, that's me included. And it does look like qualifying is pretty much just about started. So there is merch available still, people, t-shirts and stickers. If you want any of those, hit me up at Dark Smoker. Oh, okay, it's not started yet, so we're all right. Hit me up at darksmoker@googlemail.com if you fancy any stickers or t-shirts or anything like that. Yeah, let me know. Let's get ourselves in then for 10 minutes qualifying when the restart happens. Still got drivers sat in the pits at the minute. Oh, here we go. So I've got to change my tyres before I can even get in the race to spectate. Oh, that's not what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do. Egypt. So let's go and have a look. Turn the nonsense on for everyone before it actually starts. There might still be a restart yet. We might all get kicked out. Catalad in the pits. Pajonsky actually out on track. So Pajonsky on the super soft tyres. Everyone out on the super softs for qualifying. Again, no tyre wear or fuel depletion in qualies. There you go, 10 minutes qualifying, kicking off right about now. So you can see great big runoff here at Goodwood. St Mary's just there, a very tricky corner. Well, there you go. So yes, we are getting a restart. That just resets all the timers. So we know the 10 minutes is up or not. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I went down a couple and now I'm back up a couple. So appreciate it. Thank you very much. Here we go then. Everybody throwing themselves out on track ASAP. They want as much time as possible here. Got to be careful you don't get tangled up in someone else's qualifying lap though. Again, these are only out laps. Some drivers. Why is it saying you're in second, Forky Jonesy? Cutler just testing those off-track limits. Again, everybody out on the super softs for this 10-minute qualifier. They want the best times possible. Giraffe Head just taking a little bit of an off-road route there by the looks of it. So we'll see how much practice people have got in. As I say, Goodwood can be a tricky circuit at the best of times. If you've not had the practice, it can be an absolute beast with all this grass. Very, very tricky. Oh, there you go. There's Giraffe Head. Very tricky to get it back on circuit cleanly. There you go. Giraffe Head going off track on the other side of the road there. Got to get it back on cleanly in front of Alien Swift. He backs out before the chicane though. That's going to slow him down on the exit of that for his next lap though. Crosses the line at 92 miles an hour. Let's see what's... Oh, why is it jumping straight forward to Cutler? That's not who I was looking for. Pajonsky now then, first man out on track. Now on hot laps again, only a 10-minute qualifier. Dusky here as well at Goodwood. Through Matchwick then. So it will be the first man to cross the line. Nobody throwing themselves off circuit at St Mary's by the look of it. Okay, let's see what what Pajonsky puts in. Oof. See what everyone else has got to aim for. Through the chicane pretty cleanly. 2 attempts at the second half. Sticks in a 1:23.4 then. That should be beaten. I think I've seen quicker times than that. 1:25.6 there by Old Crawler, puts him down to 4th. There we go, a couple of drivers already throwing themselves. Alien Swift then a 1:22.4, but he gets it all wrong on the first turn. Into the wall he goes. .90, plonked himself into second position so far on the grid. Needs to gain as many points as possible, try and extend that lead out the front of the table at the minute. Putting in purple sectors as well, Didot. That's a good shot. Why don't you give me that shot more often? Didot looking for a way around DMK. Using him for a bit of a tow down into St Mary's. Ooh, hot into there. Again, no tyre wear, so it won't be costing him in the next couple of laps if he blows these out. It's only bloody Ray. What the hell? Yes, I'm good, thank you, mate. I'm good, thank you. Just jumped over from D-Stream. I'll drop you a like and share. Have a cracking stream. Cheers, Ray. Nice one, brother. Tell D-Dot he's a sexy T. It's only bloody Ray. Who'd have thought it? Rocked up, dropped a like, dropped a share, all that sort of stuff. Boshed off again, straight over to D-Dot. So he'll be watching. Well, it depends what view D-Dot's running. He might be running this view. Might be running this view. I could be running chase cam, but I wouldn't have thought many people are driving chase cam with rigs, to be honest. So it is Alien Swift still on pole then. Let's go and have a look. Where is he? Done some probing tonight. He's had some extra alien juice. And he's up front by a whole 10th at the minute. We're halfway through this qualifying session, so still a couple of laps to try and better these times. So D-Dot's second at the minute. Cutler sitting in third, 122.5. Pajonski fourth. He was the first to cross the line, but sitting on a 123.1. But he is going quicker. He was sideways into that last turn before. A little bit quicker through there by the looks of it. Let's see what he puts in this time. Fast into the chicane as well. Oh, 2 wheels off the track, but it shouldn't cost him too much time. 122.7 keeps him in fourth, unfortunately. Giraffe Head then coming through the chicane. He's currently sitting fifth, 123.2. Can he better that time? Comes across the line. He does go a little bit quicker. Keeps him in fifth though. DK10 sitting in sixth, 123.3. Number one Pops seventh, 123.3 as well for him. Aldo in, eighth for Pops. Aldo in ninth, 123.7. D-Dot just getting out of the way for Aldo. Forky Jonesy sitting in 10th. It's on a 124.3. Old Crawler 12th, 124.3. And I've not seen Ricky J out on track yet, so I'm not sure if Ricky J's had a telling off and he's had to sit qualifying out. But he's not going around the circuit. There's no revs or brakes going on, so it doesn't look like he's attempting to leave the track. D-Dot's jumped in the pits and come back out, so that's dropped him back down to 13th until he crosses that first time in line. On duty's call. I've also got Alien Swift at my house using my rig to race in. Bloody hell. He's tracing with half pit on. He broke his arm. Oh yeah, I know he did. Yeah, I know he broke his arm and he's still trying to race. Well, we'll see how he gets on. He is still sitting in second. D-Dot's decided to throw himself off track after getting fastest lap. He's got a 122.1 then for D-Dot. Cleans his tyres off. Showing off to that photographer there. So Alien Swift then just crosses the line, but he stays in second on that 122.4 for now. 7.5 minutes into qualifying. One more lap left really. Depending when they cross the line, they might just be able to squeeze two in. So Cutler actually moving up the field. 122.5 jumps himself in front of Pajonski. 122.7, so gone a little bit quicker again. 7:43. I hope everyone's taken their success ballast off from last week, gentlemen. That seems to be an ongoing issue as well, that people forget to reset their car's weight after, getting a good result in race 2. They carry over a little bit of extra weight into race 3 and then forget to reset their car back to the normal weight and then turn up in race 1 this week with a heavy car. So let's hope nobody's done that. So Pajonski throws himself in the pits. Go there. That's where I wanted. Giraffe Head. Oh no, I didn't. I wanted IT43. Oh, we just catch him clipping the wall. That's not going to do this lap any good at all. A little bit of front end damage he's got to deal with now. Into the pits he comes anyway. Oh, Hatterlad. Hatterlad snuck into second position then. 122.3 right at the end of qualifying. We've got a minute left. He's put himself a 1:22.348 on the clock. He's only 2/10 behind D-Dot. D-Dot is still out on track. Another attempt coming up. Oh, that's no good for D-Dot. Backwards out of the chicane. So that's this lap and the next one done and dusted for him. 30 seconds remaining, but he looks happy with that qualifying time for now. He's giving the photographers a bit of a look at his car and the spectators. Hatterlad in that second position. Alien Swift holding third for now then. Again, coming to the end of qualifying, 15 seconds remaining. Is it going to stay as it is? You will get to finish the lap you're on. Just send it on the back of Alien Swift's car. You should change that to just probe it. What's it going to be? There's somebody behind him going sideways. There it is. Oh, sideways for Alien Swift as well through the chicane. Is it going to help him out? I don't think it is. It's a 1:22.9, so he stays in third at the minute with that 1:22.4. Was it Cutler? Yes, it was Cutler that was going backwards and sideways through the final turn. So it is looking, a couple of drivers yet to come across the line. So it is looking like D-Dot, not that you can see him there, in pole position. Hatterlad in second. Oh, he's closed that gap up a little bit. He's still out on track as well. I think time's over though. I think he's not going to be able to put this lap in. He did get quicker though, did close that gap up on D-Dot. Unfortunately only good enough for second. So 1:22.2 then for Hatterlad. Alien Swift third, 1:22.4. Cutler in fourth on a 1:22.5. DK10. Where is... Why are you back in the pits, Pajonski? You need to cross that timing line because I think you're in fifth, my friend. Just see where that puts Pajonski when he rejoins and goes over that timing mark. Is he going to do it? Has everyone just gone quicker than him? Come on, Pajonski. Full power. Cross that line. Or is he going to lose that fifth and end up in 13th? If that's where you were. Fifth, I think. There it is. Yes, he does. So he throws himself back into that fifth spot. DK10 goes 6th. IT43 takes 7th. Giraffe Head 8th. Forky Jonesy 9th on the grid. Old Crawler 10th. Ricky J 11th. Number 1 Pops, and then Aldo. That might be a toss-up depending on who went in the pits first there. Hatterlad, that doesn't count. Sure, that was after the time, Hatterlad. So it should still be D-Dot on pole, really. Looks about right so far. There might be a bit of discussion between Hatterlad and DDR Racing, probably team manager as well. So everyone, there you go, so that would have messed it up. So everyone now has tyre wear and fuel depletion set. Tyre wear now set at ×5, fuel depletion set at ×4. And again, they only get one choice of tyre per race tonight. So Cutler just give everyone a shout, make your tyre choices and get yourselves to track. Ricky J out on track, he's decided to go for racing mediums for race 1. Pajonski is out on the hards for race 1. D-Dot just confirming what I thought, that Hatter lad was over the 10-minute mark when he crossed the line for his fastest lap. Pojonski just testing out the off-road capabilities of those hards. Not very good. So hards on for DK10. Cutler has gone for hards. Giraffe head hards. Has that? No, that can't be right. So I think just everyone sitting in the pits has got hards on by default. But Ricky J and Pojonski are out on track with their tyre of choice by the looks of it. Number 1 Pops looks like he's gone for a set of mediums, as has IT43, but a lot of drivers opting for the hard tyre for this first race. Who's going to need the medic button first, Drac Fury? Who's going to need it? I haven't got a soundboard anyway, sorry mate. Who's going to be first into a wall or off into watch the jets? Yeah, a few drivers out on those hard tyres then. Mediums and hards all the way through the field by the look of it. Nobody opting for the softs for race 1. It does seem to be the case that majority of drivers pick the hards and mediums for races 1 and 2. Then try and stick the softs on. Oh, D-Dot. Try and stick the softs on for round 3. D-Dot, where you going? Come back. That's not the way. So just waiting for everybody's in the room. Everybody's got a set of tyres on. Possibly waiting for the grid to be reset if they do shift Hatterlad and D-Dot around. Who's going to have the medic button first, Draco? Who's having that? Looking at D-Dot tonight, it could be him. Bit of off-roading. Need to take that capitals off D-Dot. Shouting at everyone. Yes, there you go. Confirmation from Drac Fury that he also thinks that it's going to be D-Dot. What, in a fit of rage or just pure accidental? Let's hope he doesn't get into a ding-dong with Hatterlad here. Right, here we go then. Race 1 just about to kick off. Let's see where they start. Race 1 here then, 15-minute sprint at Goodwood Circuit. It is D-Dot on pole. Can we please keep chat like that to a minimum, Mr. Dot in the PlayStation chat, thank you. So, no lights to watch, we're just going to have to wait for them to start moving, unfortunately. No flag's going to be waved either by that dude over there on the right that just gets off. Big piles of wheel spin from everybody in these minis. Top 3 do get away quite well though. All drivers away from the grid. We had some issues in the lobby last week. A couple of drivers stuck, unfortunately. But it is D-Dot leading us round, holding on to that top spot through turns 1 and 2. Hatterlad right on his tail though. Cutler already making a move on Alien. Swift there for 3rd and 4th. He's got his nose up the inside. Carrying extra speed as well on the way up towards St Mary's. Tricky corner. Hatterlad has also managed to sneak his way through on D-Dot. So he does take race lead here, does Hatterlad. Oh, sideways through there, gets right in the way of D-Dot, unfortunately. D-Dot was a little bit sideways himself, to be honest. 3 wide into dangerous. Pajonsky then slingshots through past Cutler and Alien Swift into third, but he has got a bit of pressure from Cutler at the minute. Looking to sneak back round the outside. He has got the advantage through this next turn. Alien Swift looking to come around the other side though. Now it's going to be another run into this turn. Who's going to hold out? Cutler and Pajonsky side by side. Alien Swift looking for any kind of mistake. He'll ask for a way through. Thank you very much. DK10 just keeping himself on track, and in the background, Giraffe Head gets it a little bit wrong on the final turn, and into the chicane he goes. He just slammed the brakes on to try and avoid any collisions with any other drivers. All drivers through, but yeah, unfortunate for Giraffe Head. Did well there to not take any of the drivers out. I think Ricky J had to make some, or Old Crawler had to make some kind of adjustment, but no damage incurred, thankfully. But it is D-Dot back into top spots. Hatalad second, Cutler third, DK10 in fourth now. What's happened to Pajonsky as he ended up in the pits? IT43 in fifth. Aldo in sixth, Old Crawler seventh, Alien Swift right behind him. So yes, maybe Alien Swift and Pajonsky having a little bit of a coming together. Ricky J 9th, Old Pops in 10th, Forky Jones 11th, Giraffe Head in 12th, and it is Pajonsky. Wow, he's got all sorts of damage. That's a trip back to the pits for Pajonsky. Oh, is that? Oh, I wonder if you've got the chicane wrong on the exit, put it in the wall, and it's reset you to track after the pit exit. Oh, that's a full lap round with damage there for Pajonsky. That's race one pretty much done and dusted for Pajonsky, unfortunately. So we are back with D-Dot 90. Oh, second and third place drivers both going off-road there in the background. Hatalad taking out the board as well on the way out of the chicane. So D-Dot just extending his lead here on the hard tyres, a second over Hatalad, also on the hard tyres. Cutler third, half a second back, also hard tyres. IT43 looking to catch up to these three, just under a second back on the medium tyres, so will be running a little bit faster, possibly have a little bit of extra grip. I know IT43 is Ian Drac, I know that. Ian Travers or something, if I remember rightly. Right, where were we? Ian, there he is, fourth, looking to catch up with those top three, doing well. There's a bit of a gap behind him, back to DK10 as well, 3.3 seconds, no direct threat from fifth place. Another big gap back to Old Crawler in sixth, 2.3 seconds already. Warm Pops in seventh, 1.2 seconds back. Oh, Ricky J for company, just less than a second. He has got that turn a little bit wrong, slowed him down. Forky Jonesy in 9th, under pressure from Aldo in 10th. Right behind him is the head down this back straight. Giraffe Head in 11th. Alien Swift 12th on the hard tyre. Pajonsky, 37.8 seconds back, unfortunately. Is Alien Swift running slow? Is he trying to let Pajonsky catch up? I don't know. Pajonsky though, 32.5 seconds back, unfortunately. A bit of work for him to do then to try and make up anything from race one here. D-Dot's made a mistake. He's lost half a second to Hatalad. No need to apologise, mate. On the hunt then, Hatalad. Cutler has got it wrong somewhere, so that's opened the floor right up for IT43 just to slot himself into third. 1.6 seconds back from second, but 3.4 seconds in front of Cutler. 10 minutes remaining, third of the way through race one. Sideways through St Mary's there for Cutler, sideways through there for DK10 as well. It's obviously the fastest way through St Mary's in these minis. There's Old Crawler in sixth then. Oh, apologies, we've missed the race lead swap. Hatalad then looks like he's managed to make that sneak manoeuvre back up inside D-Dot into St Mary's. Unless D-Dot made a little mistake, but Hatalad back through into top spot in race one. D-Dot second now. He's now got half a second he's got to try and gain on Hatalad. And all this battling will just be helping, I was going to say it should be helping IT43 out, but unfortunately he's losing a little bit more time here. 2 seconds down. So Cutler now 4th, has got DK10 for company, just 0.4, nearly 0.5 of a second back himself. Number 1 Pops under no direct threat at the minute. Oh, I thought he was going to dip a wheel on the grass end, that could have been him backwards. Old Crawler as well, gap starting to spread out nicely here. Forky Jonesy, a little bit of a penalty to lose it in that 8th position, still got Aldo tucked behind him, 3/4 of a second back, so he's got to drop that 0.4 of a second penalty and keep Aldo at bay. Oh, that's Old Crawler just getting St Mary's a little bit too sideways there. Forky Jonesy also doing the same thing. That's going to allow Aldo to close back up on him. Forky Jonesy gives him plenty of room while he's losing that penalty. Aldo slots one up the inside here, he does. So he takes 8th position now, 2.2 seconds down from Old Crawler. Forky Jonesy just needs to, oh, he's coming back, to get in the slipstream, use that slipstream to drop that penalty and try and keep himself in touch with Aldo, keep the battle going. Ricky J in 10th, lonely race at the minute, 2.5 seconds in front of that battle. Oh, Forky Jonesy, it's not going to be lonely anymore. Forky Jonesy running himself off track. Ricky J goes through to 9th then. Forky Jonesy 10th now, Giraffe Head 11th, Alien Swift 12th, and Bajonski closing that gap up, 21.9 seconds. Still holding front end damage though is Bajonski, but he is thrashing that Mini, trying to close that gap up on Alien Swift at least. Whoa, so I did see D-Dot take the lead again, but something's happened. He's now down in 3rd. IT43 has managed to get through. Apologies, wrong direction. So Hatalad now leading 1.7 seconds on the hard tyres over IT43 on a set of mediums. D-Dot another 1.6 seconds back on the hards and carrying damage now as well. Possibly getting the chicane a bit wrong. But he's been into a wall or somebody else, but I'd have expected to see damage on Hatalad's car as well. So Cutler gained a bit of time back on those top 3 drivers, now only 2.6 seconds down. He was 3.5 and under pressure from DK10. DK10 unfortunately lost a position and number 1 Pops goes through into 5th place. Oof, Cutler's run wide again there on that final turn. DK10's done the same thing. Medic! I think everyone's going to have it. Everyone's having a bit of medic tonight. Old Crawler unfortunately back down to 7th as well, so lost a position, was in 5th. Aldo 8th, he's just got himself past Forky Jonesy. Forky Jonesy now lost another place. Ricky J 1800 has got past him, so Forky Jonesy back into 10th. Giraffe Head almost lost a penalty, sitting in 11th. 6.8 seconds back from Forky Jonesy, but he has got Alien Swift for company. Bajonski unfortunately losing a bit more time now, 27.5 seconds back from Alien Swift. Hatalad then still leading, but that time is coming down, 5.5 minutes remaining. IT43 then drags half a second out of him there. Hatalad flicking his hazards on just to say, yeah, I know you're there, mate. Closing that gap up quickly now, IT43. Just under 0.9 of a second. He's on the slightly grippier, slightly faster tyres. Not that the hards are much different on the minis, to be honest. 1.3 loses a bit of time back through the chicane then. Gives Hatalad some breathing room. IT43 holding that second position. D-Dot losing a bit of time to him again holding that little bit of damage. It's going to be slowing him down on these faster straights. You can't visibly see it, but it will be. Cutler looking to close that gap. Not doing so well at the minute. 4.5 minutes remaining. Number 1 Pops holding 5th. Great big gaps back to DK10. 4.5 seconds under threat from Old Crawler. Slings one up the inside there just before St Mary's. Old Crawler then throws himself into 6th. Can Can he hold on to the position? Plenty of life left in those tyres. DK10 sideways through there again, holding front end damage. So that's possibly the reason he's slowly slipping down the pack. Aldo's actually catching up with those two as well, dragging Ricky J with him. Forky Jonesy still holding a bit of penalty. Oh, Giraffe Head loses a position. He goes off track through St Mary's. Alien Swift go through to take 11th. Giraffe Head down to 12th. He has lost that penalty now though. Pajonsky again losing more time. Looks like he's possibly put this into self-drive mode for the last few laps of this one. He's in full ghost mode going on there. So back up front with Hattelad then. Just over 3 minutes remaining. 1.5 second lead over IT43. Does close that gap down during this second half of the circuit. Loses it all again when it comes to the chicane by the looks of it. Get ourselves a little bit of front bumper cam with IT43 on the hunt there for Hattelad. So it brings that gap again down to about a second, 1.1. So there is Pajonsky just ghosting out. The boys should just be able to drive straight through him. Yeah, not got to drive around him. IT43's ghosting, that should be fine. Loses a tenth of a second through there though. See how much he loses. All purple sector. Let's see how much he loses on the way into the chicane or the way out of the chicane. Oh, runs a little bit wide there as well. Does well to keep it pointing in a straight line and in check for the chicane. So we are down to 2 minutes. Again, that gap up to 1.7 seconds. Can Hattelad hold on to it for another 2 laps? D-Dot now 2.7 seconds down. Cutler as well, lost a bit more time. Oh, he's gained himself a penalty somewhere. Number 1 Pops then right behind him for 5th. Pajonsky staying out of the way, being as his back marker. So it could be on here for number 1 Pops. Cutler got that penalty to lose. Number 1 Pops in the slipstream of Cutler as well, also chucking in purple sectors here at the end of this race. Oh, he's got to be careful. Looking for a way past that number 4 driver. Can we get... Here we go. Let's see if we can... Tries to lose some penalty through there, does the 4th place man Cutler. Still got 0.2 of a second. Still got number 1 Pops just 0.4 of a second back. Where will he make his move? Where will Cutler lose his penalty? Is it going to be in a position where number 1 Pops can take advantage? Another purple sector. He thinks about chucking one up the inside. Cutler tries losing a bit more penalty through there. The minis don't like turning in initially. Cutler does well to fend off number 1 Pops. Oof. Maybe a little bit of break in there, early break in there into the chicane. Caught number 1 Pops out. Now he's got 1.1 seconds to try and catch up. Let's head back up to the front, see how they're getting on. So Hattelad, 15 seconds remaining on the race clock, still leading by almost a second. IT43 got a couple of corners to have a go here, if he can get close enough. He's bringing the time down. Is it going to be enough before the checkered flag? Again, brings the time down again, 0.5 of a second. Just this long straight, the last couple of turns and the chicane to go. 0.4 of a second. Could be on here for IT43 if he plays his cards right. Hattelad's got to do some defending into these last couple of turns, that's for sure. He is holding that inside line, not letting IT43 have that easy route through. Keeps it clean on the exit of that final turn. Just the chicane to go then. Oh, he's clipped the wall. He's clipped the wall. IT43 is going to go through. Hattelad then on that very final turn. Just clips the exit of the chicane. dings the front end of the car, puts him off track, and allows IT43 through to take race win here at Goodwood in Heat 1 of round 3. Hatalad takes second, then D-Dot comes home in third. Cutler takes fourth. Pops, unfortunately, can't do anything. He has to stay with that fifth position. Old Crawler takes sixth. Ricky J seventh. He managed to get himself past Aldo as well there. Eighth for Aldo. DK10 in ninth. Forky Jonesy just holding on to 10th there over Alien Swift in 11th. Giraffe Head takes 12th, and Pajonsky unfortunately with that 13th position. So round 1 done. 2 more rounds to go. So the top 3 from race 1 do carry over that extra weight into race 2. So that can make it tricky. Again, most drivers will probably go for the medium or the hard, whichever they weren't on in race 1. And looking at previous form, majority of drivers seem to hold on to the soft tyre till the last race. Again, if your strategy's been thrown out the window through a crash, let's say Pajonsky now, he'll probably restart because he finished last. He'll start at the front of the grid, so he will be chucking on. Yeah, I'm going to say he's going to put the softs on and try and get away in race 1. We'll see. We'll see. Might play into his hands. It might not. Seems like majority of drivers were happy with that one. Just seen that Hatalad's over there on Twitch. Whether he's actually streaming his race on Twitch, I don't know. But he's D-Dot, how you doing, brother? He's in the chat in between races. How's that for you, D-Dot? All right. Maybe not the result you've been wanting for race 1, but 2 more to go, mate. Why did you start 11th, Giraffe Head? IT43, possibly not been in the top 3. So IT43 has got to add that success ballast. There you go, Cutler just chucking it up on screen. So third place from race 1, their car, the standard weight is 1050, but third place car from race 1 will now weigh 1085, second place will weigh 1097, and first place will weigh 1105. So they do have to carry a little bit of extra weight. They start from the back as well. Yeah, I saw you got damage, mate. Fastest lap of third, yeah, it's good points. I'm good, mate. Thanks, D-Dot. I'm good, thanks. Chat, hit that like, says D-Dot. Come on. Come on, let's make me the next Jimmy Broadbent or something. Unfortunately, I haven't got his cash or cars to be smashing about with. Let's see if my frozen orange juice has decided to thaw yet. That'll be a no. So, time of day just being changed. Oh dear. Excuse me. So, second race, another 15-minute endurance here at Goodwood. Again, reverse grid for race 2. Top 3 from race 1 have to carry over extra weight as well. Flat out like Badger on a bypass, says IT43. D-Dot back in the chat. Love you, bro. Going to race now. Lol, I'll watch stream back when I finish, mate. Yeah, no problem. I don't expect you to watch it when you're racing, that's for sure. know some people do. Some people have it on for a little bit of information, so they can listen to me. It's a little bit delayed, but they do get to hear other people's tyre wear or fuel situations or whatever it is. Don't you worry, Alien Swift. RRTCSRLDDR. Whatever that means, number 1 pops. There you go, I've just read it out. Racing room. Total control, sort of Racing Limited, and then D-Dot Racing, I assume. DK10, how you doing, brother? Where did you end up? 7th, I think. A couple of drivers jumping in the chat then at the break. Yes, it'll be interesting to see what tyres people have chosen for race 2. Let's have a look. Bajonski. Oh, he's chosen the mediums. Okay. Hattelad gone for mediums as well. Old crawler mediums. Yeah, pretty much what I predicted. Mediums for D-Dots. Softs on for Giraffe Head. Okay. I don't know what you had on in race 1. Did you have the hards on? So that leaves you the mediums for race 3. Aldo's also on the mediums. Looks like DK10's on the mediums. Number 1 Pops on the mediums, and Ricky J on the hards. Hoping for better. Well, yeah. It's a tough bunch, this lot. They are pretty consistent in these minis. Again, season 23. You've got to remember Cutler's been there from the start. And even though he's been there from the start, he doesn't always win that top race. He doesn't always get that first place. You know, there's always faster drivers ready to come through. Cutler then giving everyone this shout to get to track. Oh, chaos. D-Dot pulling right in the way of Bajonski, who's now demarged. And back in the pits, getting that repaired. So let's see how Giraffe Head gets on in those soft tyres. He's the only driver to do so for race 2 at the minute. He's holding front end damage already. So he finished in 11th. So he also will be quite close to the front of the grid, possibly using these softs. Ooh, Alien Swift as well. Alien Swift gone for the soft tyres for race 2. So yeah, Giraffe Head finished in 11th. So where you going, D-Dot? That's cheating. Started in 11th, so that puts him on the second row of the grid. So he might be trying to use those tyres to his advantage as his Alien Swift. I think he was just a position in front of. Oh, D-Dot going off road again. I think Alien Swift was only a position ahead of Giraffe Head. So again, second row of the grid. But they have got to get past a Bajonski and was it a Forky Jonesy who was second to last now. Was it Forky Jonesy? Wasn't IT43, he took the win. A few drivers picking up damage here in this practice session before the race. It's got as many stickers as possible on Ricky J's car. More stickers than car, I think, that one. Warning, grumpy old man bolted on the front. He's got the same sticker on the back as well, to be honest. Big shout out to the boys over at Tanso Racing for hosting this one. Big shout out to the Chewwitt Racing family as well. Make sure you go and check them out on Facebook as well. Here we go then. Race 2 just about to get underway. Reverse grid from the results for race 1. Someone's already got the revs stamped. So, oh, it is. Oh, okay. So it was Giraffe Head second to last. Right. So it's Podjonski on pole. Giraffe Head second. Alien Swift third. Forky Jonesy fourth. DK10 in fifth. Can Podjonski make a better race of it in race 2? Waiting for them to get away again. No lights to look at. Can Giraffe Head and Alien Swift make those tyres work early on? Does everyone get away? All 13 drivers away then. Giraffe Head looking to make a move on Podjonski already. Quicker off the line slightly on those soft tyres. Got to make them work early on though. Alien Swift as well on that soft tyre. Looking for a way down the inside of Giraffe Head. 2 wheels on the grass there as he does so. But he will now have the inside line as they head into St Mary's. Both drivers looking for a way through. Podjonski's all over the place, Glitcherama. Does look like he's holding first though, but it does look a little bit glitchy. Giraffe Head holding that second. Alien Swift third. Aldo fourth. Forky Jonesy in fifth. Ricky J 6th. Old Crawler 7th. Cutler in 8th. DK10 in 9th. Number 1 Pops in. Ooh. Apologies, some positions moving here. Hatterlad 10th, number 1 Pops in 10th now. He has just got his nose in front of Hatterlad, as has IT43. Hatterlad coming back though, under braking. Nowhere to go for number 1 Pops. Hatterlad got the inside line. IT43 stuck behind this pair as well. And then D-Dot Racing. Oh, someone been reset to track. It's Forky Jonesy. Ends up at the back of the pack, all the damage. Oh, Podjonski's in the wall as well. Oh, Podjonski's left track. So a Giraffe Head or an Alien Swift contact maybe. Just in the chat saying FFS. I think we all know what that means, but we'll have to wait to find out if he pops up in the chat and explains what happened. But that does leave Alien Swift out front on the soft tyre. Nobody in front to probe. He has got Giraffe Head and Old Crawler looking to catch up with him to give him a good probing. So top 2 drivers on the soft tyre. Everybody else really on the mediums or the hards. But it is Alien Swift making the most of it at the minute. He's got a 2-second lead over Giraffe Head. 2.5 minutes into race 2. Giraffe Head in 2nd then. Old Crawler in 3rd. Cutler 4th. Ricky J 5th. Hatterlad 6th. DMK Aldo in 7th. DK10 right behind him for 8th. D-Dot Racing in 9th position. Number 1 Pops in 10th. IT43 11th. Forky Jonesy with that great big pile of damage. Why didn't you go in the pits, Forky Jonesy? Did you think it was going to repair itself? No. Not in these lobbies, my friend. Loses a bit of time up front then, Alien Swift. Giraffe Head makes half a second up on him. Pulls a little bit of a gap from Old Crawler as well. He's now under threat from Cutler. Gets himself through into 3rd then, Cutler. Old Crawler has to hold on to 4th. Oh, gets the brake in a little bit wrong. Cutler does well to control that on the way into St Mary's. That has really only messed up Old Crawler's race. Brings him within touching distance of Hatterlad behind. And there's the gap. Giraffe Head got a bit of a penalty to lose, 0.4 seconds. And there is Alien Swift in front of him as well. Still that 1.5 second gap between these two. And that 0.4 of a second that Giraffe Head's got to lose. Oh, a little bit squirrely into there. That's probably going to lose him a bit of time. Oh, he drops his penalty through there. Doesn't lose too much time. The time did extend up to 2 seconds, but he's managed to gain time on the exit. Brings the time back down to 1.5 seconds, even with losing that penalty. There's the gap back to the chasing pack. 2.3 seconds, with Cutler being the cork in the bottle at the minute. Old Crawler just behind him as well. So Alien Swift still up front then, holding on to that top spot through St Mary's. Followed by Giraffe Head, followed by Cutler. Wow, we've got Old Crawler under threat from Hattalad. He's made a bit of a mistake. Aldo's managed to sneak past him. A little bit too sideways there. DMK DK10 looking for a way around the outside as well. Does he make that one stick? Unfortunately not, so has to hold on to 7th for the time being. D-Dot Racing has slotted himself into 8th though, trying to make his way back up the field. He is carrying a lot of weight, is D-Dot Racing. He finished 3rd. Did he? I forget. Ricky J in 9th then. IT43, he is carrying all the weight tonight. So 1105 kilos on board for DDR IT, finishing 1st. Number 1 Pops in the same liveried Mini, trying to keep up with him. Just a second between these two. Forky Jonesy has got that car repaired and back out on track, but a long way down now. Unfortunately, we've lost Bajonski. He's fired himself, or someone's fired him into the chicane, and that's race over. So bad race 1 for Bajonski, very bad race 2 for Bajonski. Not even sure if he's in the lobby still, so we might not even see him for race 3. Alien Swift though, holding on to this lead now, 2.7 seconds over Giraffe Head, who's also still pulling time over Cutler. Old Crawler still right behind him. Hattalad not that far back either. Still got D-Dot and DK10 for company. So D-Dot is really trying to work his way through this field. He's looking for maximum points, trying to hold on to that lead. He is current championship leader. We'll have to see how where that puts him after tonight's race. Oof. Bit of glitching away around there from Hattalad as well. Ricky J looking to try and catch up with these two. These 3. IT43, number 1 Pops, their gap extended as well. And Forky Jonesy well out of race 2 here. So extended still for Alien Swift. 3, oh, what has happened? 5-second lead. Giraffe Head's got it all wrong somewhere. He has picked up front end damage. He's running slow as well on this long straight. Cutler and Old Crawler should be able to take him, unless he can defend into St Mary's. Cutler's already up the inside. Through he goes. Can Old Crawler make anything of this? He can. So I'm not sure if there was contact between Cutler and Giraffe Head, but Giraffe Head runs a little bit wide. So that allows Cutler and Old Crawler through. Giraffe Head then drops back to 4th. DK10 now got him in his sights, as has Aldo. Oh, D-Dot's got it wrong. Where's D-Dot ended up? Ricky J in 7th, IT43 8th. Number 1 Pops in 9th, D-Dot in 10th. Have you had to drop in the pits? Have you picked up damage? You did have a little bit of front end damage last time I saw you. And then Forky Jonesy. Oh, we've lost Hattalad as well. He did say in the chat there was a little bit of glitching going on, so he's pulled off. Forky Jonesy's giving some glitch there. We did see a little bit from Bajonski early on as well. Oh, sorry, it was Hattalad that was glitching. All calm on the western front though for Alien Swift. 7.4 second lead. 6 minutes remaining. He's just got to keep it on the black stuff. is the closest driver. Cutler just coming into view. Still got Old Crawler for company, just half a second back. Giraffe Head now under threat from DK10. Literally within touching distance. Soft tyres still keeping Giraffe Head in the fight though. Tyres squealing through there. Swift lost a bit of time, starting to see a bit of tyre wear on those softs. 5.8 seconds the lead at the minute. Cutler, oh, Cutler picked up a little bit of rear end damage, almost into the wall there on the exit of the pits. That has helped out Alien Swift. His time now extending again. Brings Cutler back under threat from Old Crawler, Giraffe Head and DK10. Has he carried enough speed? Old Crawler is closing up, but only through slipstream. It's not going to be enough before St Mary's. I should call this Hail Mary, to be honest. Drifting through there, all four drivers. Crawler looks a little bit closer to Cutler. He is gap down to 0.35 of a second. And coming down again, down the Levant straight. Down to quarter of a second. Are we going to see Old Crawler make a move into the final turn here? Don't think he's quite close enough. Maybe looking to pressure Cutler into a little bit of a mistake. On him, loses a little bit of time through there. Oh, Cutler carries a lot of speed through there, keeps it pointing in the right direction. Old Crawler now 3/4 of a second down. Giraffe Head and DK10 still within striking distance though. A tiny little mistake from the drivers in front will lose them a position. And Alien Swift then with just over 3 minutes left on the clock. 6.3 seconds. Hatterlad just popping up in the chat. I pulled off, I couldn't see the track, everyone was everywhere, lagging, kept giving me damage also. Ah, that's a shame. Yeah, I could only actually see you, on my screen I could only see you glitching. There's a little bit from Forky Jonesy, or there was. He seems pretty clean at the minute. This is looking like a comfortable win here for Alien Swift. Is he going to see 2 more laps? Back on the softs for Hatterlad. Yes, yes. I will suggest, mate. I will suggest, because I used to get it myself. Kick the missus off Netflix or whatever she's on. If you've got kids and they're gaming, psh, get out, get off. All that sort of stuff. Turn your phone off. You know, if your internet's sort of reasonably crappy anyway, yeah, all those kind of things can really help. Hardwiring it as well. Great big phone cable always works. Alien Swift then. 2 minutes left on the clock. Oh yeah, it's a 1:20, not a 2:20 time. So still 6.8 seconds over Cutler. Old Crawler holding on to 3rd at the minute. DK10 4th. Giraffe Head 5th. He's got Aldo for company in, well, not company, 3.8 seconds down in 6th. IT43 slowly chopping his way through the field into 7th. He'll be lucky to make any more positions up without mistakes from drivers in front with 1:20 left on the clock. Ricky J pretty close to behind him though, only 1.4 seconds, so no mistakes from IT43 either. Oh, just missed a move there. Cutler, Aldo and Old Crawler, sorry, not Aldo, DK10, all battling for second. Oh, now we've got some glitching. So DK10 through into second. Can he keep it on track? Oh, he's gone a little bit wide. Old Crawler takes second for now. And we are heading into the final lap then. Shootout for these three. Oh, DK10's got a little bit wide. That's going to slow him down a tiny bit. So Alien Swift, 8.7 seconds lead. Look, he has literally got all the time in the world. 30 seconds left on the race timer. Old Crawler up into second. Cutler drifting it wide. He's dipped a wheel on the grass and almost lost the back end of that little Mini. He has kept it pointing in a straight line, but that has allowed Old Crawler to stretch his lead out in front of him. It's not allowed DK10 to make any moves. Giraffe Head is holding that 5th position. Great big gaps back to Aldo then in 6th, 5.2 seconds. IT43 another 3.5 seconds back in 7th. Ricky J just 1.3 seconds back, so he is closing the gap. Big gaps back to number 1 Pops, 9.6 seconds. D-Dot another 4.4 back in 10th, unfortunately, and Forky Jonesy, after picking up damage and decided not to go in the pits, is all the way in 11th. And yes, we've lost Hatterlad and Pajonski from this one. Here is Alien Swift through the final turn. He could even put it in the wall right about now and still win. So he's had a probe-free race pretty much from start to finish, has Alien Swift. Takes the win here for race 2 tonight. Old Crawler, is he going to take it? Looks like he is. Cutler's trying though. But it is going to be Old Crawler that takes second place. Cutler tried very hard at the end there to take that off him, but only manages 3rd. DK10 takes 4th. Giraffe Head takes 5th. Aldo is going to come home for 6th. IT43 does take 7th. Ricky J 8th. Number 1 Pops. Oof, D-Dot off track in the background again. Number 1 Pops is going to take 9th. Forky Jonesy's already crossed the line. Backwards for number 1 Pops. And a D-Dot 90 takes that final 10th spot. Oh, he's done all that. Oh my god. Maybe look at changing suppliers then, Hatterlad. Yeah, I used to, when I was actually racing, before I was fully hardwired in and stuff, I used to kick my lad off his computer and literally send him out of the house to go and see his mates on a Friday night. There it is, race 2 done and dusted. Again, unfortunate for Pajonski, unfortunate for Hatterlad, unfortunate for Forky Jonesy as well. A few drivers coming a cropper in that one. Hatterlad got glitches all over the place. Not sure what happened to Pajonski at all. He just ended up in the barriers at the chicane. I don't even know if he could get his car out of there, to be honest. So that was his race ruined. And yes, unfortunately, Forky Jonesy put it in the wall somewhere and then decided to drive straight past the pit entrance and do a lap all broken. Alien Swift just giving the old sorry for probing. You didn't probe anyone this race. Any more of my frozen orange juice unfrozen? Whoa. About 2 swigs full. All right. Hydration. So one final race left tonight here at Goodwood. Final race and positions will be set from final race positions from race 2. So whoever finished first will start first, whoever finished last will start last. And they have got to use that final tyre as well. IT43, you need to take that extra weight off now because you didn't finish in the top 3 for race 2. So get rid of that, my friend. Alien Swift, you need some extra weight on. Above the extra weight, not just the extra weight. You need double extra weight. next season, Cutler, if they win by masses, like 6-8 seconds, like Alien Swift has, then yeah, I think it needs to be upped for that. Ballast rate should be kilo per second or something. 10 kilos per second. You'd see people flipping slamming the brakes on at the line. We'd still have a minimum weight. It's not a reverse grid for race 3 Forky Jonesy, unfortunately. It is as final positions from race 2. Don't use the dodgy lighter, it don't work. Are we going to see Podjonsky back in the room? Oh, he's here. That's not him. That's him. So he's on the soft tyre, but yeah. Don't do that, Podjonsky. That's not the right route through St Mary's. That's not. So hopefully Podjonsky doesn't have a 3 for 3 terrible night tonight. There you go, commentator's curse for you. Sorry, Podjonsk. No, I'm not having it. I'm not going to be that one, right? The commentator's curse don't sit with me. Other people can have it. Podjonsky, smash it. Smash it. No favouritism, but smash it, all right? Yeah, looks like D-Dot's struggling a little bit with glitching as well. Oh yeah, and Cutler. Damn. That's not good, is it? Everyone's getting spikes and glitches and God knows what else. Go then, final race of this evening, about to kick off. Hopefully we don't have any issues or glitching or lobby spikes or anything like that. So grid positions as of results from race 2. There is Alien Swift on pole, Old Crawler second, Cutler third, DK10 in fourth. See how they get on in race 3 then. We'll stay in this view while we just watch all the drivers pass, make sure nobody's stuck on the grid. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There we go, all drivers away then. Alien Swift holds on to that top spot into turn 1. So a lot of drivers on that soft tyre. Alien Swift has only got the mediums to play with, picking the soft tyre in race 2, as has Giraffe Head. Old Crawler on the softs, Cutler on the softs, flying through the field. DK10 also on the softs, Aldo on the softs, Giraffe Head, just the mediums left. Oh, he's gone a little bit wrong in St Mary's. Ricky J, he's got him. Oh, it's chaos in St Mary's. Everybody looking for a way through there. About 3 wide on the way through there at some points. Flipping out, I can't even keep up with the amount of drivers swapping places. Let's move back up the field a little bit so there's a little less chaos. Oh, look at that. Nice, comfortable top 5. D-Dot, though, looking for a move. So Hattalad into 6th. Podjonsky 7th. He's on a mission now, is Podjonsky. Ricky J in 8th. No, Ricky J 9th. Giraffe Head just got through. Oh, there's a right punch up going off here. Giraffe Head gets a little bit of contact off Ricky J. Comes in a bit hot though. Both drivers off track. Both drivers now at the back of the pack. Giraffe Head, that was a dirty move if ever I've seen one. That was a very, very dirty move. You deliberately pulled into Ricky J and pushed Ricky J into that hole there. Dirty, dirty move. We don't like to see that kind of stuff, and I should hope you're going to be penalised for that. I'm going to call you out straight away, mate. That's disgusting. Alien Swift then, back up front, medium tyres, 1.5 seconds lead. Aldo into second. Where's Cutler? He's all the way down in 8th position. He probably came off worse through that little tussle through St Mary's then on lap 1. So it is Aldo holding. Oh, okay. What's happened to Alien Swift all of a sudden? Why is Alien Swift in 11th? What happened to Alien Swift? Did he fire himself? Oh, you must have fired yourself off at St Mary's. Alien Swift, you mental case. So he puts himself off track all the way down in 11th. I should hope so, Giraffe Head. So Aldo leads. Hatterlad in second position. Ooh, Aldo with a penalty as well. That could work in Hatterlad's favour. Old Crawler in third. Looks like there's no glitching going on in this one. So Old Crawler third, D-Dot fourth, Pajonski up to 5th position. Go on, Pajonski! DMK, DK10 in 6th. Number 1 Pops in 7th. Cutler in 8th. IT43 in 9th. Forky Jonesy 10th at the minute. Alien Swift trying to get back in the game in 11th. Ricky J in 12th. And we've lost Giraffe Head. So a little bit of a coming together with Ricky J. You know, nothing in it from Ricky J, just a little bit of a racing incident, but decided to come back at him and push him into the chicane. And it looks like somebody's done that to him, or somebody's got involved with him and now he doesn't like it. Well, there you go. Hatterlad then sneaks himself through. Aldo's made a mistake. Loses the lead of the race. Hatterlad takes it. He's on the soft tyre. D-Dot Racing in second, also on the soft tyre. So first and second in the championship. Now second and first on track. Aldo then third. Pajonski up to 4th with the departure of Alien Swift. He's only 3.2 seconds off of race lead as well. Put a bit of time over Old Crawler. Oh, Old Crawler's carrying front and rear damage. That's going to be slowing him down. He's going to have to do some seriously defensive driving. Number 1 Pops has gone off circuit. That's going to slow him down. IT43 is going to carry the speed, fire himself past. He's got to be careful he doesn't lose a couple of positions here. Forky Jonesy will be carrying speed up to him as well as they head into St Mary's. It does look like he's holding on to that 9th position. So he did lose 8th. DK10 is in the pits. What's happening here? Why does it tell me you're in first place? Oof, looks like we still have got some lobby glitches then somewhere. DK10, for everyone else, could actually be out on track racing. But these are the things that happen. So we might end up back in position when these boys cross the line. But it is still Hatterlad leading the race. D-Dot in second. Pajonski up to 3rd now. Be careful he doesn't blow those softs out too early though. Aldo also on the softs. Most drivers out on the softs. Oh, Cutler running wide there through that final turn again. Oh, Pajonski's hit the wall though. He's got all the damage. He's in the pits to get that repaired. That's going to drop him back down the field. I don't know if that was somebody else he got involved with. Hatterlad off circuit now as well. He's into the wall, picks up a bit of damage. D-Dot goes through to take race lead. And he'll have a great big lead as well. So no damage. He's carried all the speed around that turn. Hatterlad, unfortunately. Looks like he's given up on this one. Falling down the field. All the damage in the world. DK10 still stuck in the pits. Pajonski also might be sitting this one out. He's had a terrible night tonight, Pajonski. But it is D-Dot leading. Aldo into second. So it's unfortunate we have see these sorts of things happen. Gorilla Gaz, how you doing, brother? Great to see some familiar names. Yeah, they pretty much the old minis are still racing in this one. There's a Cutler. We have got a few new drivers though. We've got Old Crawler's been in it a couple of seasons. IT43 brand new for this season. Forky Jonesy new for this season. Number 1 Pops new for this season. Alien Swift, the returning driver, actually making his way back through the field after firing himself off track. Ricky J as well, I think, has done a season of this before. Hattalad's a new driver. DK10, I think, has done this one before, but again, I don't know if we've got lobby glitches and these two are stuck in the pits. No Rob Scott tonight, unfortunately, can't make it. A couple of drivers off with illness and just unavailable tonight, unfortunately. So there's D-Dot. Look at the lead. 5. Oh, I say that. He's got it all wrong. He's got it all wrong as D-Dot. He's carrying all the damage. He's running slow. These drivers are going to come past him. Aldo then should take race lead through Levon. He'll be carrying so much more speed, will Aldo. Round the outside he goes, through to take top spot then for the time being. Cutler will also come through to take that position off of D-Dot. D-Dot's going to lose a fair few positions once he comes in the pits to get the damage repaired. He is staying out of the way. Old Crawler and IT43 battling it out. Old Crawler, does he manage to get around the outside of D-Dot? Come on, cameras. He does. Oh, Cutler's driven himself off track through there as well. He's managed to keep it out of the wall, but that's put him under all sorts of pressure. There's D-Dot into the pits. So Aldo leads then 3.3 seconds over Cutler. Cutler now 1.2 seconds over Old Crawler, who is still carrying front and rear damage. IT43, no damage on board, looking to get past Old Crawler. He's got Forky Jonesy in 5th for company. Number 1 Pops right behind him as well, and then we've got a big pile of drivers in the pits. Alien Swift just coming back out. D-Dot 90 coming back out. Ricky J in 9th. Hattalad 10th. So he had decided to throw himself off track, but it does look like he's back racing now. Oh, he's going back to the pits to get that repaired. DK10 still in the pits, and Pajonski still in the pits. He's still got the RIP Stephen Morrill on there. Thank you, sir. So Aldo, with 5.5 minutes remaining, has got 4.5 seconds lead over Old Crawler, who has managed to get past Cutler. Is Cutler struggling here? Is he throwing himself off track? Still experiencing some glitching, maybe? There you go. That damage on Old Crawler's car. You can see how quick Cutler and IT43 were able to close up on him. He's doing well to hold on to this second position though. 2/3 of the way into the race. With some very quick drivers behind him. Here we might see Cutler make a move now then. He will be carrying more speed. He's got a nose up the inside. A little tiny bit of glitching. He does sweep himself up the inside. Can IT43 make anything of this? He has got number 1 Pops for company as well. Forky Jonesy just in the background of this fight. Let's get ourselves on board with a bit of Forky Jonesy and see if we can see it kicking off in front. So Aldo just going through. Oh! I don't know what happened there. I just saw number 1 Pops disappear left. IT43 just getting St Mary's wrong as well. So Forky Jonesy manages to make up 2 positions. Up into 4th he goes. Old Crawler just 0.7 of a second in front of him. Cutler right there as well. Nobody catching Aldo at the minute. There he is, that little blue dot in the distance. Forky Jonesy having a good race 3 here. If you are quite new to the game, it can help if you've got drivers to chase, because you like know where to brake and sort of turn. You can kind of follow them, but then when you're left out on your own, you can sometimes forget those sort of things and end up just making your race even worse. So it can benefit a driver to be in the middle of the pack. As I say, Forky Jonesy's not had the best results from season start. And this might just be doing him the world of good. Right behind Old Crawler now. Oh no! Oh, Forky Jonesy! Oh, Forky Jonesy! I thought that was it. Thought you'd given yourself the fork. There he is, though, still having a go at Old Crawler for that third. Again, Old Crawler carrying that little bit of damage, which is going to be slowing him down on those faster, longer straights. Oh, he has just shut the door on Forky Jonesy. It's cost him a little bit of time. So, Aldo then, 7.3 seconds. Cutler's thrown himself off track again. He's all the way down in 6th. Terrible night for Cutler as well. So, 2.5 minutes remaining. Aldo smashing it in race 3. Old Crawler as well, holding a good second position. Still got Forky Jonesy for company and IT43 right there with him. Number 1 Pops. Oh, number 1 Pops just dips a wheel on the grass again and gets hit sideways through there. He's going to hold on to 5th. Can he get himself... Oh, Cutler's followed him off track as well. Everyone's looking for that... Oh, that's not the route through there, Cutler. That's not right, is it? So he's got damage. The tyres are pretty much worn out. He's kept himself out the pits, though. So 1.5 laps to go, pretty much, time-wise. Aldo, look, 8.2 seconds up the road. Forky Jonesy through into 2nd, though. That damaged mini of Old Crawler's. Just not able to keep up with the pace of these faster boys. But we'll see now. Forky Jonesy's out the front of this pack. Oh, Old Crawler goes off. Now Forky Jonesy's out the front. Can he get his braking points, turning points right, and keep himself in that 2nd position? Have a lap to do when he crosses the line. We'll see how he gets on. Literally nobody catching Aldo. 8 seconds up the road with a minute left on the clock. Forky Jonesy in that 2nd position. IT43 though, hunting him down on this last lap. Keep it clean through the chicane. Oh, Forky Jonesy. Both drivers through there, a little bit off-road for IT43. That's going to cost him a tiny bit of pace versus Forky Jonesy. That gap is stretching a little bit, up to 0.4 of a second. Back in the slipstream range now, though. On board with IT43 on this final lap. Can he make it work and take the win here? Oh, not take the win, but take 2nd. He definitely won't take the win unless Aldo decides to bin it through St Mary's. It's a possibility. Forky Jonesy holding on to it through St Mary's. A little bit sideways through there, but IT43 follows him through sideways as well. Forky Jonesy just a couple of corners left then to try and fend off IT43 and hold on to this 2nd. Still 0.7 of a second. IT43 slightly quicker than him though as they exit that turn. He has managed to keep the gap at 0.5 of a second. Just this last turn in the chicane to go. Closing up again for IT43. Under braking gets it down to about 0.3 of a second. Oh, squarely through there. Forky Jones, he keeps it out of the wall of the chicane. Aldo then just in front. He's going to take the win here. Is he? Yes, he is. Just by a flipping at the skin of his teeth, literally. So it is Aldo for the win in race 3. Forky Jonesy, 2nd place. Good result. Well done, my friend. Well done. IT43, another good result for him as well. 3rd place. So win and 3rd here tonight. Forget where you came in race 2. About halfway through the pack, I think. Another good result for Old Crawler as well, 4th. I think that's highest position place for number 1 Pops. 5th as well. Cutler, again, not had a great race 3 here either. All the way down in 6th. D-Dot as well, started from the back, I think, with a... picked up a lot of damage. 7th position for him. DK10 in 8th. Ricky J in 9th. Alien Swift 10th after he fired himself off track. Hatter Lad, unfortunately, picked up too much glitching again and decided to pull off track. And Bajonski, still not too sure what happened to Bajonski. But Giraffe Head, who finally left after firing Ricky J into the chicane. But other than that, some decent racing there. Some shake-up of the results again for next week. We'll see how that lays the tables out for that one. But that is pretty much it from me tonight. I hope you have liked what you've watched. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. Tell your mates, share it out, blah, blah, blah. If you want to help my channel out, there's a couple of ways you can do it. You can pop yourselves over to buymeacoffee.com/darksmoker and drop some donations on there if you want. But I'd much rather you got hold of me at darksmoker@googlemail.com. And for the same price as a buy me a coffee thing, you send the money to my PayPal and I'll chuck you a couple of stickers or t-shirts if you want a t-shirt. They're not the same price as a donation, so don't think you get one of them for £3. Alright? But yeah, stickers and t-shirts available, people, if you want any of those. Let me just flick those up. So there's the old stickers. Dark Smoker, and then tell your mates, tell your mums, which I'll be saying any minute now. And t-shirts as well, which also have got the tell your mates, tell your mum on the arm, and they've got the race teams that I have done commentary for. So we've got Mature Racing Club, we've got P1 Race Community, we've got Tanso Racing, and we've got Next Gen on there. I don't do any work for Next Gen at the minute, but Tanso, MRC, and P1. When GT7 decides to sort itself out, I'll be back on track with those. So yeah, that's pretty much it from me tonight. I hope you have liked what you've watched. If you have, I think I've been through all this before. Like, comment, subscribe, blah blah blah. Dislike it if you like, I don't care. All helps the algorithms. But most of all, tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.
Yeah.